Well, welcome everybody. Um, Name of this stream is Four Times the Charm, we hope. I'm going to try to bring up my screen here. Now, I looked at it on the camera, and this fillet looks pretty good on camera, but you got to trust me, it's not. This is the fourth time that I've repaired this fillet, and it has bubbled in exactly the same places four times. So, after thinking about it last night, we're going to try something I've never tried before, but I don't see why it won't work. And I thought we'd share this along. As soon as I can get this screen open here, I don't want all this nonsense. I'm getting pretty sick of updates and registrations and nonsense. It's all for the purpose of spying on you. I don't care. Close the program. Okay, we're coming up now, I think. I know these live streams are kind of boring because of all the dead time and what have you. Here we go. All right. Okay, so now I can see if there's any questions. Anyway, you got to trust me when I say that those bubbles are there, because they are. And from 15 feet away, it probably wouldn't matter. But they matter to me. So we're going to try to get those bubbles out for the last time. And if it doesn't work this time, I'll just skip it and take it to the gnats as is. Trying to get a hold of to get a gnats entry in, and the phone just rings and rings and rings. Like, what are we paying for with our dues? The insurance is no good. It's only supplemental after your AMA or after your homeowner's insurance kicks in. So that's kind of useless. They really didn't do much for us in the way of drones. And now, I mean, the prices are going up and up and up on these gnats fees. You know, $100.90 to enter a contest is really ridiculous. You know, what are we paying for with our, and the price of the dues went up to $75 a year. What are we paying for? We have a site that I would say a good 90%, probably higher than that, of the actual AMA members have never used, nor have they ever seen. So they're paying for that. We have a magazine that's totally useless. All it is an ad book. I don't get it. Anyway, enough complaining. What we're going to do here is I'm going to completely, I did just sand those fillets out. And I sanded them smooth and then painted over it. And they keep coming back, those bubbles. So, in order to get that bubble to stop, there has to be something aggravating the paint underneath. And as I stated, I've never done this before. I don't know if it'll work. I see a spot right here. That I'm going to address too. And if this side works, the other side is not perfect, I'll do the other side too, but we'll do one side at a time because I don't know if it's going to work. Anyway, sharp scalpel. I'm going to cut these bubbles out of here. "15 foot away, you'd never see this." But I don't look at this airplane from 15 foot away. I look at it from 2 foot away. That's how big that bubble was. You couldn't see it on the camera, and you probably couldn't see it from 15 foot away. And then there's one right here. And you know, I really, it really, this is just me, you know. Some people would say, well, that's good enough. But I can't. Now, I could use that green spot putty. But that spot putty seems to be a problem. It could have been the problem. It's not green under here, but there's something definitely irritating the paint in those 3 spots because they came back 3 times. Or this is 3 times. This is the 4th time I've done this. So, I'm going to sand this out, feather it out good. Then I'm going to take some superfill. And I probably could seal it with CA. You know what? Let's do some CA instead. I'll just have to be real careful not to run it all over the place. If I do it with CA, it will be a lot faster. I can't remember a time when I've had more problem with a fillet than on this airplane right here. And the problem is that it's 100% my fault. Somewhere I did something wrong. I don't. But you got to remember, if I were to just sand this out and paint it again, it probably would come back because it would be, I've done nothing different than I did the other time. And I thought I could get by with just dry painting it, but after a day of sitting, they lifted. So we have to try something different. And I look under there and there's some of that green spot putty. So that's what it is. There's that green spot putty is not allowing it to gas off or whatever. I'm not sure. All I know is it's extremely aggravating. Okay, so that's feathered out pretty good. Not pretty good, but real good. So now I'm going to get some CA. We'll try some CA on there. To seal whatever's on there. If you don't sand that, it'll look like hell. So now we'll sand that. I would like to mention this as far as CA goes. Used to use spackle, but spackle's kind of heavy. But if you're a guy that likes to use spackle, You can paint dope over spackle if you use CA to seal it. Just take some thin set CA and do like I did right there and seal it up and then paint the dope over it. I'm thinking this is going to work. I was going to take some superfill and skin it, but then we'd have to wait for an hour or two, maybe longer. But I think this will do it. When I was a kid, I would try to build soapbox derby cars out in the garage. We used to go to Thrifty Market and buy orange crates for a dime. And they weren't really soapbox derby cars. They were just kind of cars. Steal your sister's skates and put the wheels on it and crap like that. But I would always try to nail boards together, and the nails would bend over. So I used to get pretty frustrated, being a kid. My dad would come out there and see me do it. You got to hit that with determination. Okay, that's pretty good. There's a little spot there that I... Well, thank you guys for sending me to the Nats. I wasn't going to go. I mean, I just think this pricing of the Nats is ridiculous. It's like they don't want us to be there. Make it as absolutely difficult as possible. Let's see here. I got too much stuff on the table. Nobody's watching me. So, anyway, got 18 minutes on. Now I'm going to move up to this one, sand it out. Then we'll seal it with some CA and see if